What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Um, Let me just say this. And I know some people are going to be out here whining and moaning and talking about that I'm whining and that I'm moaning and that I don't understand the game and meta and blah, 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 and all this other stuff. The reason why people don't like the XC's event is because they can't use 100% of the cheese that's currently in the game. In this, you can only use specific cheese cards. Speaking of those cheese cards, you see what I'm running. Running Subterror, whatever you want to call it. I've been running Subterrors, and these are the cards I have in my hand currently. Nemesis Archer, Behemoth, Hidden City, Succession, so forth and so on. So let's get into it. We already know where this is going. So here we go. Laws of the Imperial. So obviously we know who he's going to search. Yep. Come on now. This is sickening. Okay? This is sickening. This is like out of control. Like, first of all, this card here is too powerful. It's too powerful. It is. It does way too much. Like their entire even the trap card version of it. Where's the trap card? They got a trap card um, that basically there it is. Just once per chain, you can activate. If anything gets activated, when your opponent activates a card or effect, you can special summon one horse monster from hand or graveyard. But for the rest of this turn, you cannot special summon monsters with the same original name by the effect of this. You can still do it, you just can't do it with that specific effect. But it gets crazier. If this card is sent from the hand or field to the graveyard, you can set this card but banish it when it leaves the field. What? Come on now. Come on now. Come on. So basically, all during your turn, they can keep resummoning themselves. One gets killed, you take one out, they do something, they do something to on the field because one of their monsters got removed, and then they bring it back. And if this gets taken out, you can simply bring it right back. Now, if you're able to get something down to, and then it banishing itself after the second turn don't mean nothing. Which one is it? Him? He can simply grab any two cards from banish or graveyard. Come on now. Anyway, let's go, man. He's going first. I got no Max C. I got no Ash Blossom. I got no hand traps. Nothing in my hand that can give me any sort of benefit or whatever. And here comes, so he's running the two-headed monster. I'm sure he's got lava golems. I'm sure he's got kaijus. I'm sure he's got all the cheese that goes with it. Of course. So he's got full combo. He's got full combo. And we already know what he's going to do with the horse monsters. He's going to go into XCs. Obviously. Obviously. He got full combo just like that. Look, he summoned them first. Because once he uses the other effect, he can't do it. And look who he runs to. Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord. Photon Lord. He don't even have any Galaxy Eyes cards in his deck, I'm guessing. But he's able to summon this. This is a big problem with the game. That anybody can go into anything. And now you basically take something from another thing and turn it into a generic summon. which it's super generic and really easy to bring out, would do the cards like this. There we go. Shangri-La, whatever the card's name is. Arise Heart, like clockwork. Banish 3 of my cards face down. Look what he caught. And I don't know why they are continuing with the nonsense of talking about, oh, we'll banish the cards face down. Banish the cards face down. Uh, Arise Heart, when he comes out and he starts absorbing cards, he can look right into my hand. He can look right and see which cards were which. Look, and this whole thing, by him banishing a card from their deck, this card lets him take one material from Shangri-La, put it back in the hand, and then immediately special summon it. Like, why? Here we go. The rock star. Look at this. He's absorbing one. He's absorbing one, and they're putting another one back in the hand. If a Kashtira Xyz monster is on the field, and the player controls 2 or more monsters, they must banish monsters they control face down so that they only control one monster. If this card is banished, you can target one Kashtira Xyz monster you control. Add one of your Kashtira monsters attached to it, your hand. Then you can special summon that monster from your hand. Wow. So he's got, um, you can only use each of the following effects once per turn. When an opponent monster activates an effect, you can detach one material from this card, negate the monster effect, and if the detached monster material was Galaxy card, destroy that card. Okay? So he's got monster negation. During your opponent's turn, you can take one photon of Galaxy from your deck and either add it to your hand or attach it to this card as material. I'm sure he doesn't have any of those. Or maybe he does have one, but he didn't do it. But he's got his quick effect, 2 quick effects. Attach one material. This is the one that does, you can target 2 cards that are banished and or in your graveyard and basically recycle them. One guy that I faced was recycling lava golems. I kid you not. I kid you not. It's just, come on now. So you got a card that's shutting off my zones. You got a card that's banishing any and everything. You have a monster that can attack in defense position, and not only can it attack, but if it does attack or not, it don't even have to attack. Any of your monsters that attack, okay? Any of your monsters that attack, that are Kashtira monsters, he's going to activate, and basically their effects are negated. Yeah. Then if anything happens on the field while he's face up, he's going to banish a card. Like, this is silly. I can't kill him because of this. And if this card activates an effect, he's going to destroy something. But we drew the perfect guy. We drew the perfect guy for this mission. He contemplated if he was going to pop Lord, but he didn't want to waste a negate. So we put Guru face up, didn't activate nothing, and we have Succession down, and we have Destructive Daruma, Karma, Cannon. So he's grabbing Ogre, and like a fool, like a fool, he puts all of his monsters into attack position so he can end the game. This one obviously would attack first so that he can just send my monster away. The only reason I left the bait out, I left the bait for him because I didn't want him to think that he needed to run to another card. See, if I would have been face down, then Hidden City would protect me for one turn. Hidden City would protect me for one turn. Only thing is, um, even if it protected me, I still wouldn't be able to activate Guru because this guy, I mean, Fenrir will activate and take a card away. Plus, even if I did, this one could outright negate me. But since these guys have all been flipped face up, and for those of you that don't know, once monsters have changed their battle positions, unless you're using card effects, they can't flip themselves back up, even if they were already face up before. Once you change your battle position and you get flipped face down, you're flipped face down for the remainder of that round, of the remainder of that turn. So keep that in mind. Anyway, that's why I waited until he changed their battle positions. Now, everybody's flipped face down. I could bring Lord out, but Lord is still protecting them. I got another card that I can summon, that I can use to summon. Um, this card is going to wake up in face up position, and so is this one. So since this one's going to wake up in face up position, I can destroy him. The very next round, as soon as he gets up and it's my turn, I'm going to destroy him. I'm going to destroy him. And he quit. Why? Because all his monsters were face down and there was nothing he could do. And he knew that if he would have woke up those other two cards, they were going to be stuck. What was I going to do next round? Well, I'll tell you what. I was going to activate Subterror Succession, throw away Behemoth, and put a Fiendus in my hand. And also, I was going to get Lord on the field and put our best friend, Unending Nightmare. Unending Nightmare was going to end everything. All of the drama, all that, pop his back row, and a Rise Heart, I promise you, was not coming back. I was going to get rid of a Rise Heart in the moment he would have done something. Yeah, I was going to get rid of a Rise Heart. I was going to send him packing with Nemesis Archer. Yep. But anyway, he ran off. See, these guys operate off schlock and cheese and all this other stuff or whatever. They're not real duelists. When people say, hey, what's the cards? What are the good cards? The cards that are broken, the cards that are cheese, and anything that's not broken and or cheese, or broken slash cheese, then those aren't good cards. Y'all ain't no real duelists. We'll talk about it next time, but y'all ain't no real duelists.